Hi, it's Tony, your Pop-Off's Workshop, and today we are testing out this GoyWato drill and impact driver set. We're going to see, is this something that you could use in your shop? It's very inexpensive. Will it hold up to just standard shop use? In fact, I'm going to kind of push it to the extremes of what I may use my Makita drill and driver set for, so we're going to do a little comparison side by side today. I've already done a little bit of work with these, just some standard removing screws, drilling a couple holes, the simple stuff that you do in the shop. So it did really well for those simple things. But how can it hold up to 1 1/4 Fastener bit by hand? Normally I put this in the drill press, but we're going to try to be real careful with this today. 3-inch lag screw and just a 3-inch standard screw. It's a really nice kit. It does charge USB cable instead of like a battery charger, so it's a little different there, and it's 21 volt, so it's a little bit different there. It does come with a nice set of nut runners and some drill bits and some standard screwdriver tips, so it's fairly all-in-one kit. Once you buy this, you've kind of got some of the standard stuff you'd need to just work in the shop. Oh, and we're also going to use it to clean up a little rough edges on a little cookie here, because I do use my drill for that quite a bit. So those are the things we're going to try with it. Stay tuned and see how it turns out. Okay, so first off, we're going to carefully drill this 1 1/4 hole by hand with the Makita. All right, that's done. Switch it over and we'll try the GoyWato. So a little slower, but not bad. Did a nice job. Nice clean hole, just like the Makita. So if you had to drill by hand a larger hole, it could do it. I don't know how many it would do, but you know, it's going to depend on temperature. A lot of things vary on drill power and drill battery life, rather. So far, so good. On to the next test. Okay, so we're just going to try to clean this edge up a little bit, then we'll turn around and use the GoyWato on it. Pretty simple. That's one of the most aggressive things I have to do with the with my Makita outside of some driving. Now we'll try the GoyWato. Okay, so head-to-head, and again, these are fairly subjective tests. How many holes, how long could it do that? Do I think it's going to do it as long as the Makita? No, it's not. But if you're not cleaning up a whole bunch of edges on a project, smaller projects, it's going to have more than enough power to do it. Again, it comes with 2 batteries, so you're going to be able to swap those out and charge them. It doesn't take too long to charge them. I have yet to charge one all the way up. I've yet to deplete one all the way down, just all the various little things I've done with it. So it's lasting pretty decent in the shop. Do I think it's a replacement, full-on replacement for my Makita? Probably not at this stage, but let's drive some fasteners and see how it does in there, because after all, that's probably 90% of what you do with your drill driver combos in the shop. So we'll get to that part of the test. Okay, first up, we're going to drive some screws and some lags with the Makita. Well, that one's ripped out, so we'll have to get a different one, or just drive 4 on the next test. And we'll switch over to the lags. Battery charge is low on the Makita, but I've been using it a lot, so we'll just switch out the battery. So if I'd remembered to charge the batteries, we'd have been better off. So that's kind of our baseline. We'll move on to the GoyWato. Okay, now we're on to the GoyWato part of the test. One caveat that we'll talk about later is how well these tips from GoyWato stood up to that last test. But we've switched tips, so we're good to go. First, the screws. All right, not too bad. Switch over to the lags. All right. Okay, so comparable, definitely. This felt a little less powerful. Not much, mind you. It was right on par, a little slower than the Makita, but again, this is, in my estimation, a more solid built piece of equipment. But that being said, this has held up well. So a few of the other things I've done with this set, I'll put a few video snippets in of different things we've used this set for throughout the last couple of weeks in the shop, so you can get an idea of all the things we've done. So it's not just these specific tests, but real world application of things that you would use your drill and driver for in the shop. So I'll include those snippets, and after those, we'll be back for some final thoughts. All right, so wrapping this up, what do I think? I think they're a great set. They're very inexpensive. I'll put a link in there. I think it's somewhere around 90 or 100 bucks for both these, the drill and the driver, all the bits and bobbles, the charger, 2 batteries, everything goes in the case. So where do I think these belong? Well, first off, let's talk about one thing. That would be the bits that come for the screw bits. They're good, but they are not impact rated. As I was using one in the test with this and it looked like I couldn't drive the screw, it's because I broke the tip off of one of these. So again, I didn't pay attention. They're not impact rated, so don't use them in an impact driver. They could break. So just one little caveat there. Otherwise, you got a nice set of nut runners here, a few a few drill bits in both metric and imperial. So I think there's 3 sizes of each. So it's not a comprehensive bit, but it will definitely get you, or set rather, but it'll definitely get you started. So all in all, this is really good for what you're paying. Now, the question of the hour is, are these good enough for the shop? Here in my shop, they're not going to replace my Makitas. They're not as good, but again, they didn't cost near as much. I will be using these though, as a backup set for the shop, and more importantly, they're going to go inside the house. These are going to be my in-the-house drill and driver set because I hate having to come out and take tools out of the shop, take them in the house, then try not to forget to bring them back out to the shop. I'm sure I'm probably the only guy that does that, but so they're going to go in the house. They're going to be an excellent backup set. So even if you've got a really good set of tools out in your shop, as a backup set for the car or for in the house, these are perfect. So again, I'll put the link in where you can grab some of these, and I highly recommend that you do. So hopefully you found this review and the little bit of testing I did worthwhile. Help you make a decision as to whether or not you're going to get these. I really think you should. Where you use them is really the question. If you're just starting out, these are perfect to start off with. Low budget. I started there. A lot of guys do. It's not a case of buy once, cry once. You can afford to buy these and then get a better set later on. It's not that big a deal. But in the house or in the car as a backup set, perfect place for them. So again, I'll put a link where you can grab them. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate that you've taken your time to watch anything we do in the shop. It really means a lot to us. Thanks again. And remember, you can do this.